Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through JustThriveHealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at JustThriveHealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's JustThriveHealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com, where your sex life will certainly improve when you go there. And you'll listen to all of our shows, read our blogs, get sex tips, and just have better sex. Because isn't that what you want? You do want to have better sex, because you can always have better sex. So thanks, everyone, for listening. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, Sex with Emily, and Instagram, Sex with Emily, and all that fun stuff. And I'm here with the White Menace, and you can follow him all those places, the White Menace.
Hello.
Or not the White Menace,
How are you
but
doing?
White Menace. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I don't know if I even told you this yesterday, but I actually booked 2 Vegas trips back to back.
Okay. So
May,
which one do you want me to go to?
Yeah, about that. I'm going to be busy.
What are you going for?
First one just to meet up with radio friends, and then the next weekend right after the Billboard Music Awards is going to be.
Oh, okay, cool.
I wish I didn't have to go both weekends, but I'm going to go.
You gave me crap the whole time I was going to Vegas that I wasn't bringing you. Now you're like, I've got 2 trips, but oops, sorry, you can't go.
Yeah, because you didn't invite me on your trip.
I was going for work, other stuff that didn't include you. Mm-hmm. Whatever. So my mom wants to come visit May 18th. She was just talking to me on the phone about it.
Oh, man, I'm not going to be here.
Really? Is that when you're going to Vegas?
Yeah, I'll be there. In Vegas. Sorry.
She's stressing me out. She wants to come visit, which is so nice because we love my mom, but it's like she's making me commit to a weekend, and I don't know what my life is going to be because it's so crazy right now.
What? It's just your mom coming for the weekend. What's the big deal? You love your mom. Your
I
mom's
love
awesome.
my mom. I don't like committing.
I have commitment issues.
Obviously. Yeah, I have commitment issues.
You don't commit to
so
anything.
I don't commit to anything, and I don't commit to plans.
Whatever. She's just going to fly.
But you're going to be
here,
gone.
so
That's just
she's
sad.
Yeah,
we're going to go to a spa. It'll be fun. I'll need it before all the crazy stuff going down.
And then, not to bag on my friend, but I also had to book another trip, too. I had to book like 3 trips, and I'm going to San Diego for a bachelor party.
Ugh.
San Diego.
Right. Why not Vegas?
I don't know.
San
But they
Diego's
want to
nice.
go to
It's sunny.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love San Diego.
Right.
San Diego is amazing.
Right.
But, I mean,
But why-
what do you do there for a bachelor party?
I don't
I have
know.
no
You
idea.
drink. There'll be alcohol. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I booked a room at the Hard Rock, but I don't know, man.
You just hang out in San Diego. It'll be fun. There'll be boys drinking.
Yeah, but
and
it just feels like I could just do the same thing here if I'm not going to Vegas.
I don't know. Is your friend from San Diego?
No.
That's so
He's from
random.
here.
Ask him. Tell him. You should tell him.
I tried to pressure him. I'm like, dude, let's just go to Vegas.
Tell him you won't go. So you will not have the white menace at your party if it's
I
there.
think it's because him and I maybe had a bad experience last time we went to Vegas.
Oh, what'd you do?
We went. I didn't bring Sam to the beach, but he did. He brought a girlfriend.
Never do that, right?
He brought a girlfriend
To Vegas?
Yeah, his
Mistake.
friend brought a girlfriend too. I was the only one that did not bring a girlfriend, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and she was pissed. But I said, you know what? I'm not gonna take you,
can't
with
bring-
me
right.
to go party, right? So we ended up telling the girls like, oh, we'll meet up with you around 10 o'clock, right? And we ended up going out all night and didn't get back to the hotel probably till 9 a.m.
Okay.
And these chicks were pissed.
Oh, I'm sure they were. He
Pissed.
just blew off his girlfriend all night.
Yeah, because
Did
we
she
were out
dump his
partying
ass?
the whole time. They ended up breaking up.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, don't bring girlfriend to Vegas. That's what you learn on today's show. Our
do that.
guest today on the show is Barbie Davenporte. She's a writer for the Village Voice Media sex blog and AfterDarkLA.com, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about sexual exploits, toys, all those fun things. So we're glad that she's here with us today.
Cool,
So
she was
that's
on the
coming up a lot.
show.
She was on the show a few weeks ago, right? A few weeks ago, Barbie?
Yep.
Yep. She talked all about her crazy sex stories. So
Nice.
she's got more. So I was like, you got to come in and share more.
I feel weird because I don't know if I can say this, but somebody else is in the room, and it's weird that she's sharing all these stories. That's all I gotta say.
Why is that weird? Someone else in the
I
room.
just would be weird sharing all these stories.
No, that's what she does for a living.
Open communication. He shares them with me. I share them with him. It's fun.
Oh, it's her boyfriend's in the room, right?
Yeah.
I love it. They're open. They're
I mean,
cool.
that's cool.
I'd love to get him on to share one of his stories that doesn't involve me and see how comfortable I am.
Yeah. Would you
Wow.
be? Would you be comfortable?
I know
I
you
hear
say
them all.
that
I
now.
tell the stories. No, I don't just say I'm not all talk like a lot of ladies are.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting because a lot of couples say, I always think that you shouldn't share your past sexual exploits with your partner because they just can't get the image of you with another penis out of their mind.
That happens for sure, and it's not something that I've been able to do with all kinds of partners.
Right. Just this one
Yeah,
special
so-
partner.
The ones that seem to matter and be really cool. I want to make sure that we have that openness.
Yeah, it's important. But when is it? We can get into this later. That is a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
point. When is it important to share? What kind of information should you share with your ex? Because I feel like there are some guys that like they want to know everything, and then there's other ones that like I don't even want to know that you've ever.
I don't want to know nothing. You don't have to tell me anything. I want
You already know all my stories.
I want to think that I'm actually the first boyfriend you ever had.
Yeah, exactly. If we were right, I get what you're saying. I
don't care how old you
Right.
are. I'm your first boyfriend.
Exactly. You don't want to know things like that. No. Okay, today's show is brought to you by Jimmy Jane. Use coupon code SPRING for $25 off purchases $100 or more. You can visit my Emily's Picks page to find my favorite Jimmy Jane products. I love the Form 2. And Barbie,
I love the Form 2.
you're a Form 2 fan too, right? What do you love about the Form 2?
Well, it's super powerful.
Right.
And those little finger things just sort of like cradle your clit.
Exactly.
Can I say cradle on
You
the
can say
on the
whatever
air?
the hell you want on the air. And you can say it. They cradle your clit. The Form 2 is amazing. JimmyJane.com. Go there and use coupon code SPRING. And Menace has a massage candle from them that he hasn't used yet, which is pissing me
They
off.
have amazing candles. You got to use that shit.
He won't use it because he's
Why
afraid his
not?
bed's going to get messy.
Yeah, it's gonna
You got to get a
dirty.
fascinator throw from another company out there.
God.
It keeps everything clean.
I told him about the throws. I'm like, you just need a throw.
They're
You'll be
amazing.
fine. And you pick it up, and then you give sex to someone else the next night and pick that up.
So
And
much work.
Not at all. You unfold things. If that's too much work, you got to reevaluate life.
It's just too much work. It's just too much work to do all
You're
that
just
stuff.
with some messy women, maybe. But sex is messy, honey.
Messy's fun.
I know
Messy
it
is fun, but he's not okay with it.
I have to walk down flights of stairs to go to the
laundry.
laundromat.
Oh, you're right.
All
I
Oh,
don't.
man.
I have a washer dryer in my apartment. You're right.
know?
That is, I'm superior.
I mean, if I have a woman that's willing to wash that stuff for me, then probably I wouldn't mind. Then I'll throw the freaking wax all over the goddamn house. It will just my house would just be covered in it.
Right.
But she can clean it up after. Then
Yeah,
I'm
it's
totally
fine. Make
with
that the deal. Give her a massage
Okay.
and have her clean up. It's done.
There you
It's
go.
easy. Okay, we've got some sex in the news for you today.
Look like a Ricky Martin video up in there.
Exactly. Okay, Demi Moore, whatever that means. Demi Moore is still texting sexy pics to Ashton. Word on the gossip-filled street is that Demi Moore never read the statute of limitations clause of the international sexting rules, and it's causing problems for Ashton and the new gal pal Rihanna. I guess he's dating Rihanna. I don't know.
Not the Rihanna,
Another one?
some blonde chick, yeah.
Sources are saying that Rihanna found a lot of sexy near-naked pictures Demi had texted to Ashton after their breakup. That's sad. Was it from rehab when she was sitting there not drinking or something?
I don't know. She's definitely going through a hard time through this breakup.
It's gotta be hard.
Yeah, why are you making fun of her?
I'm not making fun of her.
You just made a comment about how she was in rehab and
sending
how it's
naked
sad.
pictures is sad, kind of. I just want her to work on herself and just to get over him because he's not really going to be the guy for her. You just got to move on. It's just easy to see. What? It's true. Okay.
Do you think it was just the age difference that probably just broke up everything?
I think that's probably part of it, but I don't think that's the whole reason why they broke up. I'm sure there's lots of other issues. What do you think?
I think it is the age difference. I
What
think
do you
he
think?
still thinks he's
Barbie?
young.
I don't really know, to be honest. I feel like maybe he made her feel really young and she made him feel richer.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it
exactly.
didn't last very long after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because now he got 2.5 men and he's making enough money.
Yeah, it's true. He made enough. That's so sad. So there's an example of a guy leaving a woman who makes a lot of money after
I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Okay. Menace thinks that
But they were both famous. That's not my example. I always say if there's a couple that are in Hollywood, right? They're both maybe equally as famous, not super famous. If a girl gets a bigger role, automatically they're going to break up. Same thing with Macaulay Culkin and Mila Kunis. Once she did Black Swan and started getting all this attention, immediately they were
But I don't
together
think it's
like 6
every
years.
woman's going to like dump her guy.
They always do. Jennifer Gardner did that with her husband. She left whatever guy. He was like some actor on some TV show. Left him once she blew up and got with Ben Affleck. I can give you an entire
I
list
understand what you're saying. I just don't agree.
and a timeline.
I mean, I think it happens.
How
I
quick
think it happens, but it's not like it always happens. Like just like men leave women for, when they get older and they leave them for younger women and all that. But I like it. It's okay to have a theory. You're allowed. Katy Perry stumbles upon Brussels brand's air sex videos. The Japanese trend air sex, in which clothed participants videotape themselves having sex with imaginary partners, has officially made its way stateside, with Katy Perry uncovering a stash of DVDs of her ex-husband's solo performances. Thankfully, she did the decent thing and mailed them back to him, or maybe Vivid wasn't ready to branch out into the celebrity air sex tape market yet.
That happens here. Do you know that?
Yeah,
in San
the
Francisco?
air guitar. So he's making air.
No. They have the sex
the air
version too.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have it here.
Have you been?
It's pretty popular. No, I've seen videos of it though. It's hilarious.
Is it? I'm sure
Yeah.
it is. Okay, Miss Universe opens competition to transgendered contestants.
Okay.
That's a big deal. Turns out
Well,
Donald Trump will be
it was
firing any transgendered women soon, at least from the Miss Universe contest, which he owns. The contest decision is related to the case of Jenna Takalogabova, a Miss Universe hopeful from Canada. Originally, the organization was going only to her to complete, but now it's open to all transgendered women.
Read her
In Miss
name
Universe.
slowly. Her first name, very slowly.
Talakova.
No,
Talakova.
no. It was genitalia or something like that.
No, that's not what it is.
No way.
Swear, look.
I just watched it on TV last night.
Well, you heard something different.
Trump was like breaking it down. He was
Really?
like, "Oh yeah, her first name is genitalia," which is pretty funny.
Jenna Tech. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's Jenna. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, genitalia. So he goes, I don't know if this is a joke or if they're being real or whatever, but it's not actually the U.S. version. It's the Canadian version.
Right.
And in the Canadian rules, it doesn't say that transgender cannot participate. So that's
Transgender to people I know in San Francisco, they'd be awesome in the Miss Universe.
Oh yeah,
pageant.
you just go. There's a place here in San Francisco called Asia SF, which is a restaurant that has performers of transsexuals, and you will not be able to tell the difference at all.
Exactly.
That they're actually men.
Exactly. So I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's open up everything in the world. Okay, let's move into some emails.
All right. What do you got?
All right. So thanks everyone for emailing us at feedback@sexwithemily.com. You can go to our website. You can email us to the Ask Emily section, or you can just send me it to feedback or Facebook or Twitter or whatever you want to do. Emily Menace and the crew. Hey guys, first of all, I'm super pumped for the Bravo show. I've told everyone about it, even my moms. He's got 2 moms. I've been a listener for about 6 months now, Friends with Benefits member 2, and I'm really attached to the show. It's super entertaining. You've also sent me your book, which is awesome, by the way. I love it, and thanks for the condoms and lube too. Oh, he was one of the winners of our contest. Anyway, I'm actually emailing to tell you that you've inspired me to form my own podcast about food and nutrition and health and culture. I'm a nutrition dietetics major in College of Minneapolis, and I'm going to start one with a friend. If you have any tips or anything, that'd be cool if you let me know. Menace, I could use your audio skills. But you guys are awesome. You've inspired me so much already and helped me grow sexually. You're the best. Keep working hard. If you have any starting tips, please let me know. If not, that's cool too. I know you're all busy as balls. See you, Mike. Experiment. Yeah. That's nice. He likes to show he's inspired, starts on podcast. Do it. Just start doing it. You just start recording
really
a
cool.
podcast.
Yeah,
you can. Any tips?
Here's real quick tips. You can download a program for audio recording. It's called Adobe Audition. It's pretty cheap. It's like $80.
Right. Easy.
You can use that, and then make sure you use compressed audio. That's a big deal. And then, that's pretty much
it. I just started in my living room like 7 years
Yeah.
ago, just talking. You invite people over, you interview them, and you just don't obsess that it's perfect. Because that's the thing about art. You always think like it's got to be perfect. Like if you're writing or doing a show, you're like, it's got to be perfect. It never is. It's never going to be like what you think. You just got to post it and do it and start doing it in repetition and keep doing it over and over again. And then 7 years go by and you're sitting here staring at Menace still talking about stuff.
He was talking about the Bravo show. Have you been getting people tweeting you that they've seen the promo?
Yeah,
on TV?
Andy Cohen played it on his show.
Yeah, people are like tweeting me saying that they saw it.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
Really cool.
It's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people are telling me that they've seen it.
Yeah, we still don't know when it's going to air.
We don't know. I think July I've heard, and then I've heard September.
Then I heard June.
I have no idea.
heard
But it's going to be
August.
awesome because we're on it and we
2014.
recorded it for 2 months and we couldn't tell anyone about it. But now we're allowed to tell everybody.
Cool.
People have told you that they saw it, you said they're texting
Yeah.
you. Cool.
And then check out what's cool about it is like that promo that's been playing that's floating around the internet. There's 5 different shows that are all composed into this promo. But you guys are the only ones that have a website on the Bravo.
Oh, really?
On the Bravo
That's so
website.
interesting.
Yeah,
Did
so
you see it, Barbie? Did you see the promo?
I haven't seen it
you
yet.
got to see it. There's a promo. We did a reality show.
Yeah.
I know about that. I'm just
No
excited
big
to see
deal.
the big thing.
Yeah, but
I am too.
But the website's really cool. They have bios about you
Yeah.
and some
Misadvised.
video.
Just go to bravotv.com, search Misadvised, and you will 2 words, and you'll see it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Good times. Okay, Emily, it was great to meet you at Shay's party in Vegas, Palms party. We talked about me recently being in lesbian relationships. Would love to talk further about hitting 26 and switching it up. Email me. Liz from Los Angeles. Do you know Liz in Los Angeles?
I know a lot of Liz's in Los Angeles.
She's 26. We were talking. She's dating women now. She's super cute. And she just wants to talk more.
You just seriously asked her if she knew a Liz in Los Angeles.
I'm just kidding.
She's just kidding.
I mean, she might know a Liz in Los Angeles who's 26 and now wants to date chicks. You've dated chicks, right? You've done that.
I actually haven't dated chicks. They drive me a little bit too crazy, but I've been
Really?
interested.
They're insane,
interested.
right?
I just really
They're
like
crazy.
men a lot. They
You
just-
like men? I know.
prefer the whole masculine thing, so I really
too.
like dykey chicks, honestly. But for the most part, I like the dangly bits.
Right. Okay, good. I've got nothing to say to her. I should email her back and see what she wants to talk about. Maybe she wants to call in and talk about switching it up.
Cool.
Okay, let's get... We're going to talk to Barbie now.
All right.
Okay, Barbie.
Yes.
What's up? So Barbie Davenporte writes for the Village Voice media sex blog AfterDarkLA.com.
Yep.
And then anything else? Any other websites that we need to know about?
That's pretty much what I stick to.
Okay. And you write about everything.
Honestly,
sex.
all kinds of things. There are a bunch of other writers that write with me, and everything has to do with sex or pop culture. Sometimes it's like sex ed stuff, a little bit more technical.
Okay.
Dr. Ruth style
Come a
with
little
like
closer to me.
proper vagina terminology. Though I like saying pussy a lot.
Right.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like saying pussy? But
I know.
you
You
should
Don't
say
say
vulva.
vulva.
If I'm getting technical, I say vulva, yeah. Vulva for the full-blown thing,
That pisses
vagina
him
for the
off.
entryway. Because it's not sexy, right?
It's not sexy, and then you have to explain it. Because,
Yeah,
because
the
no one
general
really
public
knows.
is not going to be like, oh, what's a vulva?
But that's why we're trying to change their minds. We want the general public to know.
Exactly.
It's a long road.
Because I went to sex school. I'm getting my doctorate in human sexuality right now.
Awesome.
And I had a bunch of my friends in classmates in the studio, and they kept saying vulva. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, that's what I've learned. You have to say vulva, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of your blog posts was top bikini wax trends. Hint, hairy vaginas are back. Is
Yeah,
that
they
true?
are. Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, all the ladies who were cleaning your apartment after having sex, did they have full bushes?
No, they don't. But
Do they have real
but,
vaginas?
No, but I've been I've had a conversation about this, and yeah, it is coming back.
It is coming
It is
back.
coming back, yeah.
Oh my god, we
And-
should do something.
But it's kind of
Stop
like
waxing and shaving and
Yes.
let's just let it
Like,
grow. You can
it's-
keep it tame.
it's just like a rebellion, though. I'm just doing
Nah.
it just because
no, it's just because
That's what you think it is?
It's an
Well,
itches.
that's the
It's a
women
pain
I
in the
talk
ass.
to. Yeah, they
The woman
Or
singular?
pain in the vulva.
the women that I talk to, they're just doing it to like spite people.
I think that's weird. How does pubic hair spite anybody?
Yeah, exactly.
Because the majority of men I talk to, they prefer not to.
What about
have hair
trimmed?
there.
What about a little bit of hair?
That's fine, whatever. But when you have a werewolf down there, then
we're not talking about like jungle,
right?
Yeah. Then what are you talking about?
Like having pubic hair rather than being completely shaved clean like a 12-year-old.
Okay, then how much pubic hair?
They're all different kinds. That's where the trend thing came from. People now like to have bush on the front, and they have different shapes and different ways that they tame it to keep it under control, but still keep their vulvas warm.
Keep your vulva warm, because then your vulva gets freezing.
Vulva.
Crazy. So what are some of the trends that you're saying? They're like designs or like vajazzling? Like what's up?
Yeah, some people actually really like to do shapes, and they'll come in. I asked one of my, she's my esthetician, but she also does a lot of people, including porn stars. They come in, they want hearts, they want circles, and then some just want something that's a little bit more closer to what's there naturally, but then just tamed more. Something called the oblong natural, I think she called it, which is really, it's really just how it already is, kind of in a triangular shape, but then instead of like pointy angles and going on to the legs, it's toned down. So there's strip of skin between where the hair starts and where your leg starts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And the strip is still there, the Hitler mustache, whatever you want to call it. Those are still popular, but for the most part, we're noticing when you look head on at a woman and her vulva, you see more hair in the front than ever before. And for the most part, they like it cleaned up on the actual like labia, which makes sense because it's easier to go down on a chick when there's not a whole lot of hair in the way. Just like sucking balls is easier when there's no hair there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? You
courtesy.
Trim.
Oh yeah, you gotta maintain.
You got to maintain. Exactly.
Totally.
We maintain. We do it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are some other things that you've been working on? Any stories, anything fun that you're working on?
Yeah. Something I'm working on right now, a sort of top 5 list of condom brands that a lot of people don't know about, but totally should. Because condoms are not the most desirable prophylactic, usage, whatever out there. And, we're not going to lie about that. We're also not going to lie about how important it is to use them anyway. Who the fuck cares, honestly? But there are some brands out there that are just lesser known, but are thinner. They have some flavors. They've got some colors, really cool packaging. Because honestly, at the end of the day, a condom's a condom. It's either made of latex or polyisoprene or something.
Right.
And it's all about how they sort of package it and brand it. And that makes it a little bit more fun to go shopping for them and to open them and try to use them.
Yeah.
So there's one brand called Billy Boy that has fun colors and cool packaging. There's another One Condoms and Sir Richard's Condoms. Their packaging is really cute.
Yeah.
And they're both philanthropic companies. So every time you buy a condom's donated elsewhere into Haiti or anywhere where there's AIDS issues. So you're kind of doing your part while you're also doing parts for your parts.
Okay.
That's like Tom's shoes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's a good
it's very
thing. Why
similar.
not do it for
That's cool.
condoms?
You were just talking about the other day. There was this iPhone case that carries a condom.
Yeah, there's new
neat.
iPhone cases
Haven't
that
seen
have
that.
a condom case, so you don't drop it out so you don't drop it when you pull out your wallet or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Smart.
You need to get that one. Okay, so what about some of your crazy sex stories? You shared some, but is there anything new that you'd like to share? Any other stories that we didn't get to? Because we didn't get to all of them, of course. I'm sure you don't have hours.
That's true. I haven't gotten to all of them. I'm trying to remember which ones I already shared.
You told me about a threesome with a gay guy and an engaged dude. Yes, it's possible.
That was fun. And then the porn star blowjob.
Yes, that was a good one.
Oh, that's funny.
And let me ask you about LA dating, because I always ask people that live in LA, because there's a lot of transplants from the Bay Area that go to LA, and I mostly know women, so they tell me it is just a struggle.
It is,
because they said anybody that's doing their current job, let's say working at Starbucks, they don't want to work at Starbucks. They want to be, let's say, an actor.
Sure.
The stereotype.
Yeah.
They want to be actors. So all their attention is outside of work is focusing on what they want to be instead of the relationship. Do you find
for the
that
most
true?
part, it really kind of depends. Fortunately, I'm no longer on the dating scene, so phew.
Thank God.
Right.
But holy crap. I mean, it was really bad. I mean, for the most part, what I've found, and this is, I guess, a generalization, but who the fuck cares?
Right.
People come to LA with some sort of a mission or a destination.
Right.
They're not quite sure what they want, but they want to find themselves or where they need to be. And they will do whatever it takes to get there, whether it means fuck a whole lot of chicks or pretend to be someone else or work real hard and do it the right way or give lots of BJs, whatever.
Right.
A lot of the guys, they're there. They're not quite sure what they want to do, but they see other people who have made it. And so they kind of follow that path. And it's all really just a facade. It's all BS. No one really knows who's successful and who's not.
Exactly.
You can lease a car and be in debt. You can have a cute girlfriend and not actually have sex with her. She could just be there with you at dinner to make you look cool. So for the most part, there's this weird trend where guys start acting the same way and treating chicks sort of just like temporary stepping stones to get to where they want to be. And it's really hard to find someone who's just a real fucking genuine human being.
Yeah. Are you originally from Los Angeles?
No, I'm from New Hampshire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did not come to LA with some sort of goal. I just hated the snow and knew I would be great as a California girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. So LA, how did you get into the sex writing?
I've always been interested and wrote about it when I was in journalism school.
Okay.
And when I came out here, I was a fashion writer for a little while. And one day I had an assignment where I had to write about how cool Skechers were, and my soul died. And I realized I need to move out of here.
Skechers aren't cool. I don't know how they. I don't
understand it.
Why are they so big?
Someone spent a lot of money and hired Britney and then whatever other blonde girl to be the spokesperson.
That still doesn't make them cool.
It doesn't make them cool.
I don't understand how they have entire stores that stay open. I
know.
don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I never see anybody in the
Honestly,
store.
I've never seen anybody in a Sketcher in my life.
Because we live here. I think it's all middle of America where people are like, I really love these brown blocks on my feet. They look great.
That is so funny. That's true. So it died, and then you decided to start, and you write about your personal stuff, but you also get a lot of questions or you advice.
Yeah, well, where I got to now, it took a little bit. I was actually a journalist covering the adult industry, and that's where I became sort of a sex toy expert because I sort of had to dive in and write about the business of sex toys and all of that.
Right.
And so I still do that a little bit now, but then sort of started to become someone who I just don't have a lot of boundaries. I really like to talk about things that make other people uncomfortable to maybe help them with their comfort levels.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And then it grew into, I met up with some people at LAWeekly and Village Voice, and they just loved the whole idea of the site. So I started it with the editor. And now, people I do storytelling events where I just go on stage and just like make people laugh about things.
Right.
Because the only way to really break down barriers with sex is laughter, honestly.
That's
because
true.
Without that, everyone's just really rigid and uncomfortable, and they have reason to be because we're taught to be. And as soon as you can start laughing about the stuff that sort of comes out of your vag or the spooge on your face after an accidental BJ or whatever, that's when things get comfortable and you really start feeling okay with yourself.
It's true because people are so uptight about it, but then that's what everyone's thinking about anyway. It's everyone's thinking about. They have questions about. They want to understand it, but they're very uncomfortable and uptight about it.
So they look to people who aren't as uncomfortable. And
like you
like me, and it really helps people. People get inspired. They sometimes write me emails about articles I've written, and they're just like, "Yeah, I've always wanted to try that," or "How do I get into this or that?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that people actually gave a shit." Because I really like writing it, and if people read it, that's great. But when you get the feedback, which I know experience all the time, where you realize, it's totally worth doing all this.
Exactly. That's why it's worth it to hear from the peeps.
And the website again, for people that didn't hear, it's LA Nights, right?
It's AfterDarkLA.com. That's okay.
I'm intoxicated. I apologize.
It happens on a Tuesday afternoon.
I love it. I wish you were drunk.
No, I went to the dentist yesterday, and they totally numb me up, so I'm all fucked up.
I feel fucked up too.
Yeah.
I had 2 glasses of wine last night. I was supposed to meet up with Barbie, and my head exploded, and I had to go home. I was too tired. I couldn't even walk my dog. She pooped in the house. That's how bad it was.
Oh no.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't on the new rug or anything.
Oh, thank God.
So what are some of the popular, which articles have you written or posts that you've written that have had the most responses to that were really struck a chord?
Well, I wrote about getting painted nude recently, and that got a lot of attention from women who were just like, I've always wanted to do that, and I've always been afraid. Where do I go to do this? And honestly, I was just like, I don't fucking know.
So they're going to paint your body, or are you going to stand there nude? And then
I was standing there nude, and someone was painting me in different poses. Yeah. That got a lot of attention from a lot of women. A lot of posts that I write or some of my colleagues write about actual sort of sex acts and how to do stuff, that gets a lot of attention. Because honestly, we're all sort of looking for different ways to, how do I try butt sex without freaking out?
Right, exactly. We get a lot of those.
Yeah, of course. I mean, butt sex is a huge topic. It always will be.
It always is. That's what
they're either down for it or they're not. Pretty much.
Or they could be, or they're afraid of it. What about
it's all afraid. It is comfort levels. It's a whole combo deal. But there are little tips and tricks you can do to sort of relax yourself. Because at the end of the day, the key is to relax the muscles. Because what hurts is not realizing that you're clenching yourself. Because I do it all the time where I will realize I'm actually very slightly clenching, and that's just enough to make it hurt going in.
Yeah. You got to be chill. That's good advice for anal sex. That's our anal sex tip of the day.
The biggest anal sex tip I want to say, have an orgasm right before.
Oh, because then you're open.
Because then you're really relaxed, you're feeling pretty good, your dopamine level's up, and your muscles are going to be just a little bit less tense.
That's a good advice. And what about for a man, for penetrating a man?
You're obsessed with this lately.
Because it's huge.
It's all about lube. You mean for men who want to penetrate?
She wants to put on a strap-on and penetrate a man.
No.
Oh, for pegging.
Pegging.
Yeah, that's huge right now.
She seems like all about it.
No, I'm not all about it.
A lot of women are all about it. Get ready.
Seems like you're really open to this subject.
I'm just open to it. I'm always open to it.
So
it's what I do for a living. I not peg men for a living, but I talk about sex.
No, but when are you going to do it?
I'll let you know. You'll be the first to know. Because it's a big topic, and I think that a lot of men
you want to do
straight men are missing out on this amazing sensation that they've never felt before. And I think it could be really cool for them.
When are you going to do it?
I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'll send you a memo right before.
Yeah, she'll text you.
I'll be like, sorry, about to peg you. I got to text
Guess what I'm doing?
No, you should call me while you're pegging.
Yeah, just because you call me while you're having... No, he calls me while he's having sex sometimes.
How do the women or the woman... I don't know if you even have sex with women at this point, because how do they tolerate that?
What do you mean?
Would you... Hold on one sec, babe. 1 sec. Gotta make this call. I don't understand.
How they not... What do you... I'm just... It's all about having fun. I'm just doing it in a joking way. I'm not being serious. Oh, I gotta make this call.
Well, but you literally pick up the phone and make a call while you're paying her?
This one time.
Because I didn't believe that men actually had sex.
But I do text. I do text sometimes while getting fellatio.
And
but
he
they
did
don't know
call
this.
me. He goes,
They don't
guess
know
what I'm doing right now? And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm having sex. I'm like, I was like driving along alone on Saturday night, like eating like some takeout or something in my car, like doing nothing. I'm like, Menace is getting late. And then Menace puts the girl on the phone and she's like, hi. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and then you guys went back to having sex and just left me there. And I'm like, I'm driving along listening to Menace having sex. I'm going to hang up now.
I'd swerve.
It was a little weird. Right? Exactly. It was funny, though. It was good times.
Yeah, no big deal.
Okay, so what are some of your other favorite sex toys right now? Anything new that you're... I just love the I just got from Good Vibrations, the Mimi.
Juju. Oh, the Juju Mimi.
I
think I talked about that last time. It's so awesome because it's so small.
It's so small and powerful.
Yeah. It'll really rumble out of your hand if you use too much lube.
I know. I like it. Anything else that you've used that you like lately that makes you really happy?
Yeah, honestly, it's from Juju again, but I was just talking about it with a friend. The Fifi, everyone likes rabbit vibes, and I honestly kind of don't because I like to do two hands and do different things. But what's cool about this is there's a motor. It has the two little bunny ears, and there's a motor in each, so it's like hella powerful, kind of like how the Form 2 fingers your clit. So that does that. And then there's another motor in the bulb part that goes in you, and it's curved up, so it'll hit your G-spot. So it's
cool.
Of all the rabbits I've used, that's the best one because it doesn't do the weird rotaty shit.
You got to get that one. What's it called? The
Juju Fifi.
It's weird that it's called Fifi.
It's super cute. You look at it, it's like this little like sculpture. It looks like it's like a Fifi.
They always no. Like when I was in high school, like people always said a Fifi bag. You ever heard of a Fifi bag?
No.
It was like it was like, I don't know, you make it out of like plastic bags and you put lube in it and like a sock or something, and like guys would masturbate with it. They call it a Fifi bag.
No.
Yeah.
Has the guy in the corner heard that?
It was like a homemade masturbation device.
Honestly, that's fucking creative and probably felt damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about all these male masturbation advices that are coming out?
All kinds of cool things.
It's all exploding right now for men. Everyone's like, why are sex toys just for women? But they're for men.
They're not. They never have been just for women.
I know, but guys don't realize it. So what are some of the ones that you've seen that men can try?
Honestly, it kind of depends.
Or anyone. He doesn't.
The Fleshlight is the quintessential, fuckable toy, which is great. It feels good all the time. A little bit of suction. It's a little fake vagina encased in plastic.
My intern just tried it, and he didn't think there was enough suction.
Hey, maybe he's just one of those dudes.
That's true.
Maybe he should try it again. They have some others that are in different styles, but that's the classic. But they have some toys. Fun Factory, which is this cool German company, has something called the Cobra Libre, and instead of being a jerk-it toy, it literally, you put your penis in this little race car thing, and it sits, the head of your penis and the corona, which is where like the little cluster of nerves are, sits right above a motor, and you just let it there. You sit there, it doesn't move, and it vibrates on you. And some men are like, blah, boring, and then other men are like, oh my God, and then just blah.
That's so cool.
Those are really
awesome.
cool.
It feels like, because I went to the ILS, the sex toy show in Vegas. It was the lingerie show and sex toys, and I feel like it was all about Men. We're going to do a whole segment on
There's
that.
a huge thing about men. I don't know if you noticed, but pegging, you were talking about pegging earlier. That's a huge deal where companies are coming out with strap-ons and dildos made for couples to shop for together. So they're like gender neutral. They're not all, really phallic and penis shaped. They're just really cool.
That is cool.
It's a big part of it. There's another toy from this British company, Rocks Off. And I forget what it's called, but it's basically a stroker that's connected to a vibrator. So you slip your hand into a sleeve and it's like a silicone like half pipe and you just run it along your cock as it's hard. And so that's sort of like a cross between, I guess, what a Cobra Libre would do and what the Fleshlight would do.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's kind of cool. People like that.
Have you seen this thing? You guys sent me a link to it. I just think it's fascinating. Is the USB?
The Real Touch.
Yeah,
no?
and
Oh,
it's like one side is a vagina and the other side is a dildo or penis, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so let's say the female is in New York, she plugs it into her computer,
And they watch porn together that simulates them having sex.
and then, well, it doesn't like I'm not like trying to penetrate this thing, and then it starts acting on the other
a
end.
little bit like that,
Yeah.
yeah. But isn't there also there's also a
For like, I just find it fascinating for like long distance relationships.
Yeah, no, it
or
is.
Like,
It's great.
What about if you're a guy
they
and
bought
you
it
just
for
feel
like they're buying it for the military.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Teledildonic technology.
What?
It's crazy.
Is that what it's called?
Teledildonic.
really
Yeah.
I gotta
The
look
Real
into
Touch
that.
came out like 3 years ago was when they first started to push it, but everyone was just kind of like, what the fuck? Because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. It's like
It's
two
like-
conveyor belts encased in a thing that if it's programmed to the porn you're watching, if the chick like squirts, then it'll fill with lube. So
Yeah.
it
It's
actually emulates what you're
crazy.
watching. But I mean, it's just hasn't really taken off for whatever reason. Multiple possible reasons, but it's cool. And the thing that they're doing now with the whole, long distance relationship thing where
Yeah.
he can do something to his device and she'll feel it in her device
Yeah.
is definitely sort of the new age of
That's
sex
really
toys and
fucking
relationships.
cool.
Just who knows what'll happen.
I know,
with
but you
that.
could be a guy and you just have, one vagina and then you just send out a bunch of penises all across the country. You can just be banging chicks all over the place.
Banging chicks
Gigolo.
all over, right?
Yeah, virtually, and then you can bang chicks at home. That's
Good
awesome.
way to practice.
No
yeah.
STDs.
Yeah.
No STDs, right. It's a good thing. Would you
Yeah.
try it? We got some in the office.
No, you don't have that. The USB device thing?
We do.
He's like, what? Oh my God, I'll be right back.
We have
you
two
do?
of them.
You do?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, come over.
All right.
It's down the street. You
I'll
never
come
come
to the
by.
office.
Okay, what else can we... Okay, we just got a few more minutes left, but tell me, what's your biggest turn on?
Oh God. Do I want to go? I really like broad shoulders. I really like a square jaw.
Square jaw,
And you got to be
broad shoulder?
funny.
Yeah, okay. What's your biggest turn off?
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could be honestly a huge stud muffin with the squarest jaw on the planet. And if you're a douchebag, I want you to leave.
So you would never date Kanye. He has a very square jaw, but very arrogant.
He's such a douche.
What's your best sex tip? Or your favorite sex tip?
About, I don't
Anything.
know. I guess masturbate a lot before you start really having lots of other sex. Know about what you like before
Yeah.
you start doing with others.
So true.
You gotta
Because
pregame.
you can't
Pregame.
expect.
No, not pregame.
No.
I know, no.
You'll ruin it for yourself. I'm more like
For women.
Don't eliminate expectations of other people's skill levels because everyone's different. No one's going to swoop you up and make you come without you having to say a word. If they do, keep them around. But like it's rare. So know what you like so that if something's not going right, you can very easily sort of adjust yourself and no one will be disappointed. And then he'll feel like a stud and he'll probably fuck you again.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so true. We get emails a lot lately, from a lot of virgins, and there are or people who just had recently had sex. They're like, "What was the big fucking deal? It wasn't that good."
It's
Yeah,
never
yeah.
good at first.
It'll
You gotta
never
work
be
on
amazing.
yourself first.
Yeah.
No, you got to work on it yourself.
Oh,
So-
also, I think a biggest sex tip is don't be surprised if you don't have an orgasm by getting railed by a dick.
right.
Well,
Because
that's-
You're not broken if
Yeah.
you don't have an orgasm.
yeah,
from
only
someone
30%
fucking
of
you.
women have orgasms during intercourse.
Exactly.
So you might need a cool vibrator, some other way to be stimulated.
Something the clit is where all the nerve endings are. There are some nerve endings in the first third of the vagina. But for the most part, all the sexual stimulation you need is going to be on the clit. So pay attention to that if you really want to have a full-blown orgasm with a penis inside of you.
Yeah, I was just watching Candy from The Real Housewives, and she was going over her products. It was just last night. I mean, it's a rerun, but she had the clit stick.
Yeah.
It looked like lipstick.
Yeah, I have the one. I should
Yeah,
give you
it's
one
pretty
of those.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Super cute.
The bedroom candy.
I like it, the bedroom candy line. I like it, but it's not that strong.
They're not strong at all.
Why aren't any of them strong enough?
Well, here's
Is that
the thing.
My problem?
It's a personal thing
my
because
problem.
some people it's totally strong enough, and then others, you need like the memes and the rock boxes, and the things that are a little
The dump
bit more.
trucks, the drills.
Yeah, the power drills.
Fuck. I mean, what have I done to
jackhammers.
myself? I'm like really not powerful,
don't feel
not powerful,
bad.
not powerful, not powerful.
Don't feel
What's your
bad.
favorite vibrator right now?
I like the Mimi a lot. And then I have this weird prototype that someone gave me a long time ago that it's on the verge of being not strong enough, but it just has always worked because ergonomically how it's shaped, it fits really well in my hand. But if things aren't strong enough for you, don't feel like, what did I do? I'm such a bad person. It's just honestly, it's a sensitivity thing. Some people need more, some need less. And, just do what you need and it's not going to damage you.
And there's nothing wrong if you need one.
Nope.
Nothing wrong if you need sex toys. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Of course. Thanks for
being on
having
the show.
me.
Barbie Davenporte, writer for the Village Voice Media's sex blog, AfterDarkLA.com.
Yep.
And you got to come back and play with us sometime.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the next
good.
one.
So fun. Okay, everyone. Thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com.